everyone, welcome to this edition of Viral. I'm your host as always, Kitchen Dix here. Glad you can join us here on Viral. We talk about the disturbing truth of Kanye West. Yes, Kanye West a couple weeks ago announced that he's running for U.S. president. But a lot of people feel that he needs to get his mental faculties back in check. But he decides to hold a press conference in South Carolina. Things go way down here from there. We'll have this as joining the conversation using the hashtag Viral here on Connect. And thank you all for watching Viral this week. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing is caring. Talk about Kanye West running for president. All right, many of you know that the announcement a couple weeks ago, Kanye West made a shocking announcement that he was running for president in 2020. He did make that proclamation back in 2015 at the MTV VMA Awards. We thought it was just a serious matter, but Kanye was true to his word. But Kanye decides to go and hold a press conference, a rally, whatever you want, a campaign rally in South Carolina, and things go unexpected with this.
Mark. Okay, you're my point. You're John. Okay. Yeah. Oh, no worries, no worries.
Feelings and information.
I know what it's like to scramble, man.
Brutality.
Take care.
Someone who's not afraid of anyone and only afraid of God and in honor of God. We have someone who isn't afraid of anyone and in honor of God, and that is a 132 IQ genius that literally went to the hospital because his brain was too big for his skull, and literally absolutely no clapping. And went to Adidas when it was a $15 billion organization losing $2 billion and ended up at $62 billion before COVID, that went to the stock market with Gap and whose net worth went from $3.3 billion to $5 billion in 45 minutes. Now that his friends, I only have one superhero friend right now. Who is that? Okay, so we have one member of the superhero Avenger team so far. So I know that this is an exciting moment, but we're not excited because if I told you I bought you a brand new Mercedes-Benz and it's outside, you'd run to the car. But if I was in society today, I wouldn't have the car directly outside. I'd have it on the other side of the street. So you get hit by the car trying to run to your new car. And that's what social media bias. That's what social media does. It gets you excited about things. It gets you turned up about things. It gets you running around and I'm just walking. I don't know where these bricks come from, but I'm gonna use them. Wait a second, where did the bricks come from though? Did you put the bricks in the street? Did you put the bricks in the street? No, I'm not talking about the riots, I'm talking about the bricks in the 80s.
Turned out to Kanye West overnight, a Twitter rant from the rapper claiming his wife Kim Kardashian wants to lock him up. This, of course, on the heels of that weekend speech that left many questioning his well-being. Diane Macedo is here with more on this. Good morning, Diane.
Cecilia, good morning. We've seen Kanye sound off before, but never quite like this. Overnight, he sent out more than 20 tweets, even taking aim at his family. Now, many fans say they're worried about Kanye.
Overnight, rapper Kanye West raising concerns with a series of tweets, some aimed at his mother-in-law and wife, claiming the duo wanted him locked up. Kanye writes to his 30 million followers, Kim was trying to fly to Wyoming with a doctor to lock me up like on the movie Get Out because I cried about saving my daughter's life yesterday. The tweet references a comment West made at his first presidential campaign event in South Carolina on Sunday. Claiming he became pro-life after conversations with his wife, Kim Kardashian West, during her first pregnancy.
She said she was pregnant, and for 1 month, and 2 months, and 3 months, we talked about her not having this child.
Kanye says it was Kim who ultimately insisted on keeping the baby.
But even if my wife were to divorce me after this speech, she brought North into the world, even when I
Kanye also tweeted to mother-in-law Kris Jenner that she will not be allowed to see his children. West is currently at his ranch in Wyoming while his wife and family are in California. He later tweeted, "I love my wife. My family must live next to me. It's not up to E! Or NBC anymore." According to People, Kardashian West was furious at her husband for sharing intimate details about their daughter. Earlier this month, West announced his intention to run for president. The artist has stirred up controversy with other social media rants before. His recent behavior now raising concerns for the rapper, who has also been open about managing his bipolar disorder in the past.
When you're in this state, you're hyper paranoid about everything. Everyone now is an actor. Everything is a conspiracy. You see everything. You feel the government is putting chips in your head. You feel you're being recorded. You feel all of these things.
Now, Kanye has since deleted the tweets about his wife and mother-in-law, saying instead that he is going to focus on the music. Cecilia?
Okay, Diane, thank you so much. Morning. Trending right now is Kanye West. He held his first presidential campaign rally in my home state of South Carolina last night. West just announced that he's planning to run for president about 2 weeks ago on the 4th of July. He's hoping to make it on the ballot as an independent in South Carolina. Now, a lot came out of his first rally in North Charleston, including his claim about abolitionist Harriet Tubman.
When Harriet Tubman never actually freed the slaves. She just had the slaves go work for other white people.
West made that claim when discussing economic inequality. You might remember back in 2018, West also said slavery was, quote, a choice by African Americans. West has already missed the deadline to get on the ballot in several states. He needs 10,000 signatures by noon today to appear on South Carolina's ballot. Now, this all brings us to the question, should Kanye West be running for president? Now, you can weigh in on our Get Up DC social media pages or text us your response to 202-895-5599. Larry, I try to, wish everyone the best, right?
You're searching for the words here.
You know,
find them. Where are they?
I'm just really confused. I watched some other clips. I watched most of it live yesterday when this was happening.
Right.
I just moved here from Charleston, right? So this place is really near and dear to me. And, when people asked him about the Gullah Geechee culture that, is very important to them there, he didn't have an answer. He even had some people escorted out from that press conference. There was at one point where he started crying. There was at one point where he started talking about a slight addiction he had to painkillers. So I was just really perplexed by what was happening there, Larry. And I just don't know if this person should be considered to be the next leader of the free world.
I'm going to read you a tweet that one of our good friends here, Black Physicist, wrote to me on Twitter just a few seconds ago. He said, WC9 should totally ignore Kanye West, maybe spend more time on the DMV, missing persons, wanted suspects, heat health advisories, so on and so forth.
I can't really argue with that. I just think that maybe if we ignore Kanye, he might go away.
Well, everyone has a right to run for president, but maybe Black Physicist was onto something.
All right, you see right there, Kanye West having his press conference in South Carolina. To his dismay, he thought he was doing the right thing and doing everything to say to please the people to get a vote. But it's clearly determined now that we know what's going to happen in November. We know who's running for president. We know President Trump is running for re-election as in the Republican ticket against Joe Biden and whoever he picked for his running mate in the Democratic ticket. So we know that. We don't know why Kanye West would all of a sudden want to jump in the race while it's already been established that it's going to be Trump versus Biden. You talk about them viral, look back in the archives and stuff and see. All right, Kanye West weighed in a whole bunch of stuff. He weighed on gun rights. We're here.
4,000-acre ranch, and I could shoot AR-15s all day, without going to jail. And it feels weird because I grew up in Chicago, where if you use one of the guns that were strategically placed in your community for you to get locked up, you will end up going to jail. I was talking to a fellow billionaire, and he talked about. No, I don't want to use his name. Hey, bro, I told you I ain't gonna use his name. Hey, you told me to use his name. You think I work for you? No, that's what I'm talking about. I told no, step up. What's your name, bro? Tell people your name. Well, that's no way. That's not all right. Go ahead. Hey, guess what? Jesus saved your name. Well, I'll take this. I tell all my friends, I know a place where you can shoot guns for free. Shooting guns are fun. They just people who get a gun at age 6. The thing is, if you guys put down all of your weapons, what happens if other countries that own media, that own China, what's the homework? I actually didn't say. When other countries come in and you have no weapons, what do you think is going to happen? You will be enslaved. Israeli women know how to fire a firearm. They are trained to do this. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. And the schools and these textbooks that have been given to you. Have you ever got a textbook that said, okay, you can buy 100 acres for $100,000 in Middle America, so you can farm and feed your family? Has there ever been a class on that? Oh, well, guess what? There's a reason why there's that. Would you agree that there's a reason why there's a class on that?
Wow, Kanye West blows everyone's mind by gun rights, but that didn't stop there. Kanye weighed against what his thoughts on abortion. And you won't believe what he truly said about abortion with this.
I was just thinking, because at that time I was a rapper, I was out there, I had just a girlfriend and everything, and I just thought to myself, I want to word this in a way that, hey, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to word it like when I just started. So my girlfriend called me, and I just thought to myself, please don't tell me that Kim Kardashian age. That's going to be the worst thing. I said yes. I said no. I'm going to tell you what was in my mind. She was crying. She said, I just came from the doctor. I was like, oh my God, what's in that damn age? Because I was having like, the rapper's lifestyle. So she said she was pregnant, and for 1 month and 2 months and 3 months, we talked about her not having this child. She had the pills in her hand. You know these pills where you take the pills, and if you take it, it's a wrap. The baby's gone. So I was sitting up in Paris, and I had my leather pants on. You already know, if you got leather pants on, you already know who this person must think they are. Right? And I'm in the apartment where my wife was actually robbed. And I have my laptop up, and I got all of my creative ideas. I got my shoes, I got my next album cover, I got communities, I got clothes, I got all this. And the screen was black and white. And God said, if you fuck with my vision, I'm gonna fuck with yours. And I called my wife. And she said, we're gonna have this baby. I said, we're gonna have this child. I know people that are 50 years old that didn't have the children, that didn't have that child, that have never got to experience the level of joy that I experienced having a child. So even if my wife were to divorce me after this speech, she brought North into the world, even when I didn't want to. She stood up and she protected that child. You know who else protected the child? Who do you think might have protected the child? 43 years ago, who do you think protected the child? My mom saved my life. My dad wanted to abort me. My mom saved my life. There would have been no Kanye West because my dad was too busy.
You saw right there Kanye West making a personal statement about abortion as his daughter could have been not here, his firstborn, Northwest. And Kanye pleaded with Kim, and Kim decided that she wanted to keep Northwest, which is commendable by Kim. Well, you know how that go and stuff, but we'll talk about what the people say later on one trusted YouTuber that keeps it real and keeps it down. Also, Kanye even made mention to the late great Underground Railroad founder Harriet Tubman. And you won't believe the outstanding comments Kanye West made with this. Wow, Kanye West gives new meaning to the word insanity and crazy. He's a crazy man, don't feel no pain, and he don't know what kind of stack of decks he's playing with. Kanye West needs help, and he needs help bad with his mental health illness. Wow. All right, speaking of that, let's hear what you people had to say about this whole fiasco of Kanye West running for president in 2020. Do you think he have a chance or a shot, or does he need help, or does he need lithium? Let's take a look what you people had to say, and this what the people say specific.
This is a very powerful moment from Kanye West where he talks about how he almost got aborted and how he almost aborted his own daughter.
My mom saved my life. My dad wanted to abort me. My mom saved my life. There would have been no Kanye West because my dad was too busy.
Real quick, I mean, it's pure emotion coming from Kanye. I can only imagine the way he's thinking about it, because he's going to go into, which will make more sense, is because thinking about that moment about how his parents, his dad wanted to abort him, and then thinking about how he...
So that's a Stephen move. When Harriet Tubman never actually freed the slaves. She just had the slaves go work for other white people.
Y'all, we leaving right now.
Look, I don't have the energy for Kanye West today. I'm too tired. Can we just place Kanye on the sick and shut-in list for the remainder of the year?
Oh, to be bored, black, and rich with nothing to do.
He got all that money and ain't got nobody to write his damn speeches. First, Kanye says that slavery was a choice, and now this. He ain't nothing but one big walking contradiction. You see those Kardashian hoes ain't nowhere to be found. He the only one looking like a fool.
And what did we learn today, children? Not to glorify anybody, especially not a celebrity.
We the people want you to go back to your fashion line for the homeless and leave politics alone.
Donald Trump has said worse and they elected him.
And then he has the nerve to say he wants Jay-Z as his vice president. Leave Jay-Z out of this. Kanye West needs prayer, not votes. Ashananaboba. My question is, why weren't you standing by your man Kim Kardashian? But let's ask the petty audience what they think. Do y'all think Kanye West is gonna win this presidential election? Comment below.
Talk about Kanye in the book, and
Yes.
Due to his actions, you say he's an honorary white guy now. Okay, that's a strong statement. You couldn't have known that. You couldn't have known that close to press time he would announce his run for president, which we're not sure if he's in or out at this point. What do you say about that? Could you envision a Kanye presidency? Oh my God!
I don't think it's discernibly different than the have right now. Literally, I think that when you're motivated, you grew up in Chicago and you're more motivated by Donald Trump than the example of Barack Obama. Whether you agree with him ideologically or not, they're two distinctly men. One is aspirational, one is just an ass. But I'll say this: that they're discernibly, they're the same type of men. They both are amoral. They both are narcissistic. Neither reads, and I've seen both their wives naked. So I think they're exactly the same type.
Well, Harriet Tubman never actually freed the slaves. She just had the slaves go work for other white people.
We forgave Kanye once before when he did this bull crap before. But now it's time to hold him accountable. For real. Ain't no coming back from this, Kanye. We let you do that gospel album and did a revival tour, singing outside with his baptismal outfits. Some of y'all pastors let him in, and so we follow suit. We said, Kanye, he done changed his life. I ain't doing this time, cause I believe Kanye know what he doing. Kanye, it ain't no coming back after this. So don't be trying to apologize with some Negro spiritual album to hip hop beats. Swear if I hear a song like this, don't just question. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. No justice. Yeah, ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Keep on walking, keep on walking. We gonna keep on talking. I'm marching to the freedom land. If he try to apologize by putting out a Negro spiritual album, and y'all go buy it, I'm through with all y'all. If it go platinum, I'm done. I fell for the trap with the gospel album. I ain't doing it this time. Yeah, I'm not. If y'all can do it if y'all want to. Can somebody bring them wires back? He had a song called Through the Wire. Somebody need to shut his mouth again. Maybe we need to find them wires. And maybe the wires is still in his mouth and they rusted. And that rust is somehow seeping down through his gums, through his veins to his brain. And I don't know what's going on with Kanye. But somebody needs to find them wires. We need to come together and get them back through them wires, through the limit, and put them against the wall. You in timeout. Harriet Tubman freed the slaves so they can work for other white people. Who wrote that down for you? Where did you read that at, Kanye?
What's up? It's Disco Shine 21. So it's been a few days now since the Kanye West rally and him going banana and saying all kind of stuff. Hey, slavery was a choice. I bet y'all didn't know that. I forgot who said that. It might have been Kanye. Slavery was a choice. I know. I was there. They had a TV show and everything. It was called The Slavery Train. I was in the front row. They had slaves dancing in chains and balls and stuff, the shirts off and whip marks. Kanye has lost his mind, man. He is crazy. I bet y'all did not know that Uncle Ben, that's right, Uncle Ben from Uncle Ben's Rice, was really...
What's interesting about Celebrity Watch Party is you guys get to watch an amalgamation of things. And last week's episode, you watched the GMA report of Kanye West running for president. Sharon, I know you have thoughts about this. What do you think about Kanye running for president?
See, God. Do you want me to be politically correct or truthful?
I want you to be Sharon.
I think you have to be both always. I feel bad because he's openly said that he's bipolar. And we all know that certain times bipolar people have mania that happens. And when you're not medicated, you go off the Richter scale. And I honestly think that, by the things he was saying, he was having one of his, moments.
But, and the thing is, you also, one thing that I've learned about myself is, because I don't like speaking on behalf of anyone else. I try hard not to, even though I fail miserably a lot. It's that I always try and check my ego and try and figure out in anything that I do, is this my ego talking or is this me? Because, it's healthy to have an ego, but an ego can get out of hand very quickly. And we need somebody to come in and run this country and take us out of a hellhole and walk through the fire with us. We don't need somebody to create more flames.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be insanity. We've already got insanity, but this would be double insanity. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
I just wish people would stop playing games with people's lives and realize that the livelihood of a nation is in one person's hands, and you need to pick somebody who's worth the job.
I couldn't agree more. We need a serious candidate taking things and the state of the world serious.
And also that understands government and that understands foreign policies, and somebody who's well educated and well versed in the art of government and being a politician, and also somebody that has empathy. Because if you don't have empathy, your decisions are, you make decisions like for you, not
it
for
helps if you're not a narcissist, right? If you
that helps too.
That helps. That helps.
If you had Kanye, you would have another narcissist.
Right.
Because he is.
But a narcissist works when you're a musician.
Yeah.
When you're an artist, when you're a musician, it works. And
because you have to believe in yourself.
And I think that he has set the bar and a standard so high for artistry and within the industry and what you can truly become. And that he should always be praised for. But do I want him to run a country? No.
I don't want a fashion designer running the country.
Excuse me.
Might want to take that back, Sharon. Depends on the fashion designer now.
You're listening to Hot Now Radio. Hot music 24/7.
I don't know, man, but like people say Kanye got mental, he need, don't talk about him, he need help, he mentally ill. Listen, man, if having too much money makes you mentally ill, I don't feel sorry for you. I know people who have mental issues because of their circumstances, because the odds been stacked up against them, because they haven't been dealt a fair shot, because they're not getting treated equal. That's why they having mental problems. That's why they mentally destroyed and mentally disturbed, because of their circumstances. Not because they got too much money, or not because they married a family that's all into being on TV and being famous and it's destroying him. No. I don't feel sorry for that. I don't feel sorry for that. I don't feel sorry for you having the world times 10 and you lose yourself when you get all that. No. Stack ain't feeling sorry for that. I'm feeling sorry for the people who got mental issues because they haven't been dealt a fair hand. Because they've been put in a situation where they can't succeed. Where they putting us in the neighborhood where they forcing them to sit there and just die and kill each other and struggle. I feel sorry for them people with their mental issues, not somebody who is damn near a billionaire and got mental issues because he dying inside for the shit he done said and the shit he done did and he know he can't come back from. Let's keep it real. If we're gonna talk about it, let's keep it real. The shit he dealing with is self-inflicted shit. Because of the shit he said and the stance he done took and how he done crossed his people and the relationships he decided to get into. Right? So now all that shit backfiring on him. Now he got mental issues. Nah, man, I don't feel sorry for him. I don't at all. This is what he married into. Yeah, all right. I ain't saying I ain't praying for the man, and I ain't saying I don't hope he get better, but I don't feel sorry for him. I don't get it. Man, listen, man, we all go through shit where we should be mentally disturbed. If you grow up how we grew up, if you seen the shit we see when we grow up, and the circumstances, when your grandmother taking care of all her 9 kids and all her kids in her house, circumstances, I can't feel sorry for dude. I understand what's been done to my people for 400 plus years, and I'm tired. I don't want to stand for it. If I could help fight it, I would. But let me tell you this. In the last month, I've gotten more hate from other races than I've ever got from white people in my whole life. Yeah. Y'all don't like that fun fact, huh? I know what's been done to my people, and I know the history, and I know who's wronged us. But today, I've got more hate on my social media in the last month from other races than I've ever gotten from white people. I ain't speaking for my race. I'm speaking for me personally. Go back on the shows. I mean, y'all can, when they asked me, and years ago when they asked me about have I ever dealt with racism and stuff like that with white people, and I always say, me personally, no, I haven't. I know what's been done to my people. I know the history. You know what I'm saying? I've been looked at and pulled over sometimes and asked certain questions, but no, I've never been racially profiled like that by white people in my life. More than, and like I said, over the last month, I've gotten more hate from other races than I've ever gotten from white people in my life. And people don't want to hear that fun fact. People don't want to hear that fun fact. I know who we fighting. I know who we fighting. But I've got more hate from my own people and more hate from other races outside of white people than I've ever got. I got more hate from my race and other races in the last month than I've ever gotten from white people in my life. They don't want to hear them facts. They don't want to hear them facts, though. That's a crazy statement, huh? In the last month, I got more hate from my own people on TV and another race more than I've ever been hated by white people. And I can only speak facts. I can only speak facts. You dig what I'm saying? I only speak facts. And it be your own people, though. It be your own people. It be your own people. Black people, my people on TV, them people on TV, and another race has showed me more hate than white people have ever shown me in my life. White people show me way more love than a lot of people, some of my own people. I'm just keeping it real. Y'all know I'm standing for us. I'm standing for everybody, but I speak facts. I don't sugarcoat nothing, and I don't care how nobody feel about me. I'm going to keep it 1,000. I know who my enemy is. I can spot them a mile away. I can tell how they look. I can tell by their facial expressions when they walking by me. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no secret. It ain't no secret. It ain't no secret. He didn't say nothing, but he loved me. GP45, he said he loved me and he loved what I'm doing. Don't nobody love black people more than him. So why should I hate somebody that love black people? And who think they have enough power to tell me who to talk to or who not to talk to? Nobody has that power over me. People think they God. People really think they God. And that's what's sad. That's another thing. That's another reason why we fighting. People think they can make decisions for your life, for you, and tell you what to do. Just because they hold a card and they can pull a card out your deck. Ain't nobody holding my cards. And I don't gamble. So I ain't, they stay hating, bro. Don't be, but I'm saying you got to understand that it's people like that that are miserable. And in order to not become one of them, I love you too, GP. You already know. You got to understand that the position they're in is miserable. And that alone is killing them. Yeah, but it's too many people that think they God, dog, and they not. They're not even close. I don't even know why they think that. Too many people think they can tell somebody what to do or tell them who not to talk to or what to post on his page. And man, it don't work like that, man. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. One of the most racist people in the world ain't telling him what to post and who not to talk to. Donald Trump, ain't nobody telling him what to do. No, man, it's 2020, man. Y'all be puppies if y'all want. But I can't wait till all the smoke come back, bruh. Make sure y'all tuned in. Showtime gonna make this thing right. Listen to me. When all the smoke gets back, y'all better be ready, man. Y'all better be ready, man. Woo. When all the smoke comes back, y'all better be ready, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, baby.
I want to show them my reaction when I eat this.
Okay. She wants to show you her reaction when she eats her nice little candy that I put. I hide you. Let's see the reaction. That's what it does? That's what the candy do to you? He's silly. That girl crazy. I am the smoke, huh? Appreciate that, Q. Oh yeah, y'all. And I can't say what award, but I have won an award for all the smoke. I have won an award for all the smoke. Yes, I have. My Showtime called me a couple of days ago. The people that just giving me the award is the media company, and they're announcing it in August. But I've won an award. I forgot the category. But our show was nominated for a whole bunch of awards. And we only won one, and that was the award that I was nominated for. But it's going to come out next month. So, yeah, man. Shout out to Showtime. Shout out to my brother, Matt Barnes. I love you to death. Couldn't have done it without you. Every award I win. Of course, we both win them together, but I specifically won this award, so I'm just, I'm going to keep going, man. That means I'm doing something right. You know what I mean? Yeah. Is that I like that's a mirror? That's dope. But you got to think, man, I just think about things I've been through to get me to this point. Like,
So that's a Stephen move. When Harriet Tubman never actually freed the slaves. She just had the slaves go work for other white people.
Y'all, we leaving right now.
Let's talk about it. Okay, I'm going to start with this. Now, hear me out. In context, Kanye West is right. In context. On the surface, he is right when he said Harriet Tubman went to the South and got slaves and brought them back to the North to work for the white man. Like, in context, that's facts. On the surface. But let's dig deep, okay? Because Kanye, you got to go deeper than that. You a surface type of dude. Let's go deeper. The deeper context of it is she freed slaves from separation of their family, unwanted sex, death, working for free, and so much more. She brought them to the North. Yes, it's a potential that a large percentage of them did work for white people, but they also had the opportunity of entrepreneurship, seeing their families grow old, raising their children, coming home every day, relaxing, maybe having the weekends off. I don't know, a couple of sick days. That sounds about right. In the North, it seemed like they was on the sick days early. Like, you didn't have to worry about your kids being sold. So that meant that you had descendants of descendants of descendants. Not versus real slavery where you down there and your kids getting separated and you don't know you being unwanted sex, you just getting abused, whipped, all this kind of stuff. So stop talking on the surface, Kanye, because that's why you got to be careful listening to crazy people. On the surface, they be making sense. You be like, oh, wow, that was a bar. But if you look deep, you be like, he crazy as hell. Which Kanye is crazy. See, that's why I'm an advocate of low-key polygamy. Because somebody like Kanye West need two wives. He need Kim Kardashian and he need me. Somebody that's going to be on them kids' ass and dispense spankings. And also, before Kanye would have went on stage, I would have said, Kanye, let me hear your speech. And you better tell me everything, or else you're going to have hell for the next 2 weeks in the house. Okay, nah. That Harriet Tubman part, take that out. You don't need that. Why are you saying that? Break it down to him that he's being on the surface. Let's go deep. Dig deep, Kanye. Leave that subject alone. Kanye, don't go up there crying. Now, go ahead and get your tears out right now. You know your daddy is an emotional part of your life. Go ahead, cry that out. So when you go up there, you can talk without all the emotions. Okay, smoke you a little weed, have you a little drink, mellow out. Take your medication. Like, I will be on his ass, and then you could be with Kim. Y'all can have the main master bedroom. I be in the guest bedroom. I'm cool with that. I'm just here to regulate. And Scorpio to Scorpio, Kris Jenner, I feel like this was your department, and you let it down. You are managing the whole entire family. How you let Kanye just go out there saying all that? See, that's the thing. Y'all believe bad publicity is good publicity, because it's all publicity. Now, this is just all bad. Because you got to look at it as like the rest of the world get to see this, Kanye. And you out here looking like a whole damn clown. I'm scared because I feel like other countries may feel like they can invade us. Because when they do, Kanye gonna start crying. If that ain't dangerous, they need to have more rules and stipulations on becoming president. Like, maybe you need to be in the House of Representatives or the Senate first, or be a judge or an attorney, or pass like a mental evaluation, something. Let us see your taxes, something before you become president. Because anybody just running and starting a campaign and belittling, like, I'm not with the whole belittling Harriet Tubman. Like, how we get on that, brother? Let's stay off of us for a second and focus on the matters at hand. Because we can't go back to slavery and be like, hey, yo, listen, talk about what's going on now. What do you think? How do you think people are being enslaved now mentally? Let's speak on that. Let's not bring Harriet Tubman. They did what they could do, and she did right. She did right by so many people. And some of y'all up in the Midwest might be descendants of the people that she freed from slavery. So let's not do that. Okay? Kanye, you can do better. But not as a president. I just hope that you can be a better person. And I'm just wondering, like, which daughter did you try to take out? Like, you just out here trying to hurt your kids? And I know it wasn't North, because she got a little mouth on her, so you ain't just gonna take her out. Had to be the little baby. And if it was a little baby, you just picking on somebody so innocent? Them kids is cute. If he can't even be trusted around his own damn kids, how can we trust him to run a country? I really hope y'all don't plan on voting for him. I know some people like, oh, he the worst. He can't get no worse. No, he the worst. He started crying at his own campaign. Like, I've never seen that. I was like, what? I rewinded. I was like, at least hold back your tears. Like, I cry sometimes too, but I'm just not going to cry when I'm trying to advocate of being a person of power and running some. And then, Kanye, if you just so stuck on all this slaves and slave was free, why are you making all these slave clothes? Why? Let's talk about that. I'm sick of them. But if you want to ship any, my P.O. box be in my profile. I'll take some. Some days it just be like slave days. You just be like, I'll wear it. Pray for him. He need it.
Good morning, everyone. This is Mickey. Hey, listen, I want to get straight to business. This morning, I am as serious as I've ever been. Still just as demented. However, listen, this is dire. This is critical. I'm asking for the public's help. I, as a concerned citizen, I am issuing a BOLO. Be on the lookout. All points bulletin for Kanye West's angry ebony auntie, angry black auntie. We need to find this woman. I know he has at least one. We need to locate her, and we need to deliver her in Kanye's face. To his, not just to his door, in his face. They need to sit down. And we need the type of crazy black auntie that doesn't need we need the type of crazy black auntie that handles her own. Okay? That shoots straight from the hip. because she loves you enough to tell you the truth. Listen, I want to talk to Kanye. I'm coming to you from three angles, okay? The first angle I'm coming to you from is as a member of the behavioral health, mental health community. You and I have that in common. I want to come to you as a motherless child. We have that in common. And then I want to come to you as that angry black auntie until somebody finds your actual auntie and she gets before you and helps to set you straight, Kanye. Okay. So, from the mental health perspective, like I said, we are both part of that community. I wear it on my sleeve. I have PTSD, traumatic PTSD. I also have its side effect, anxiety. I guess I'm trying to say, I know one when I see one. Kanye West, I believe, has PTSD because let's all be honest. After his mom died, he lost touch with reality and he has not come back from that. That's his trauma and his mind is gone. I believe he has, he said himself that he was diagnosed with bipolarism. However, because he has enough financial influence, the doctor was able to say he just was having a bad day and so he's not bipolar. Bullshit. That's why you need that crazy black auntie to tell your ass the truth and to tell you, no, you got issues, babe, but it's okay. Okay. Not only do I believe he has PTSD and it's been noted or documented that he has bipolarism, clearly he has not just meaning two, he has multiple personalities, I believe. And I believe he's schizophrenic. Why? Because he has delusions of grandeur. Paranoia, evidently from his showcase the other night or last night. I mean, he's got some issues. So as someone who's a part of that community who may be affected differently, and as someone who has been treated and has since learned to therapize herself, and has taught my husband and children how to therapize me, I'm speaking to you from a place of love. You need to take your medicine, Kanye. You do. You need respite. You do. Okay. As a motherless child, I know the trauma. God in heaven knows every motherless child who had a loving mother knows the trauma. This is what it did for me being a motherless child. Was there a bright side to the story? Yes. The bright side was I behaved in a way in which my mother would not be ashamed of me had she been here to witness what I do as I was growing up. No matter how hard times were, I always tried to do something that I could explain to my mother if I ever had to, or conduct myself in a way. So, where I could explain to my mother. Kanye, I imagine your mother is rolling in her grave, and I say that with love and with respect. I do. And I say that because you're falling apart, you're self-destructing, and no one's helping her only child, her baby. And what little I know of her or have read about her in the past was that she was clearly educated, a doctorate, an educator, practical, and humble. And that seems lost upon the Kanye of today. Now, the third angle, the angry black woman, the angry black auntie. I say that because what you have in your life now and the influences you have around you right now are just not enough to sustain you or to keep you focused or on track. Let's think about it. Kim Kardashian. That would be the first person any of us would look to try and help wrangle in the situation. Well, let me unmask Kim Kardashian for you guys. Kim Kardashian, I believe she is insecure. I believe she's afraid.
And she doesn't have any confidence in herself. Let me tell you why. This is why she holds on to Kanye. This is why. The Kim Kardashian we know now isn't the same Kim Kardashian that was with Ray J. That Kim Kardashian, talk about, I always say raise your children with intent and purpose. Kris Jenner raised her children with intent and purpose. Kim Kardashian's intent and purpose in life seemed to have been finding a brother who was notable and had a steady income stream and getting him to marry her by any means possible. So when she got with Ray J, that was definitely a come up. But they were both little pissy kids. She continued to use those same tactics, the same tools her mother equipped her with to go through many other brothers. And so I know she got married once and that guy won a Golden Globe or something. Don't even remember his name, like Darren. Okay. Then, right around the time Keeping Up with the Kardashians came out, she was with, what, is it Reggie Bush? I don't know if y'all could tell, but I could tell the minute that show went public that he was shading her, as they say. He was ashamed. Nobody knew. And then all of a sudden the world knew. He wasn't going to wife her up. He was enjoying whatever she was given, but he wasn't going to wife her up. He didn't take her seriously. Chris Humphries. He wifed her up. He did his thing. But you could tell within their very first public interview together that he had absolutely no respect for her. You could see it in his face. He looked like that kid in class or that kid on the playground who had a sour face like, man, everybody had my one. They all laughing at me. That marriage lasted 72 days. She thought as long as she landed somebody that fit the profile, she was good, no matter what she had to put up with. But he couldn't put up with her. You see, a stable-minded man looks at her and says, no. But Kanye, living in a world of pure imagination, he wifed her up and thought he was doing something. He didn't hear what other people were saying to him because he's delusional. Okay. So, Kim Kardashian took a play out of the late, great Betty White's book. She said, I'm going to take the little piece of man I got and work with her. Because she wanted to keep it, you know. She turned into T.I. She did. Say something crazy over here. Do something stupid over there. Got a ring and 3 kids. I ain't going nowhere. Kanye, you can do whatever you like. Hey. But wait a minute. Just this morning, Kanye is saying that he is at peace if Kim decides to divorce him. Kim, I think the gig is up, baby. Because if a man loves you, he can't sleep well at night if you're not by his side. Believe me. Otherwise, he's full of shit. He don't love you. You're at peace with me divorcing you, and we are in the midst of a happy marriage? Okay. The gig is up. Anyway, let me wrap this up for you. Third angle. Angry black auntie. Somebody needs to grab hold of Kanye, and this is out of love. I know that some of our brothers like to talk down on us. They prefer the exotic yes woman. Yes, baby, that's great. Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. You can do it. No, they need to bring it on home. Return home like the prodigal son. You need to return home and have a sit down with the angry black woman, the auntie who's going to keep it real with you. Not all of your ideas are brilliant because you're Kanye West. Okay? You are not smart enough to beat mental illness through meditation and green vegetables. Okay? Okay? This is your physiology. It's maybe biology, it's chemical. Sorry, Kanye, no. Listen, you need someone to sit down with you and offer you some honesty, some hard truth, and some no's. No, you shouldn't be wearing a damn vest out on your campaign run. No, you shouldn't be running the president. No, the politics of the United States are not likened to entertainment. You're making a mockery of your yourself, of the process, of the office, of everything, of the people who follow you and believe in you. You're making a mockery out of your history when you say stupid shit about slavery being a choice, and then try and unravel it in some over-the-top intelligent way. No, it's not intelligence here. It's delusion. Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves. She sent them to work for other white people. Even if you were for advertising responses. A performing artist like yourself, music artist, what do you think is buying music the most? White teenagers. What do you think is buying those ugly ass clothes? Confused kids. Anyway, Adam, somebody, please be on the lookout. Let's find Kanye's angry black auntie, bring her back to Chicago, California, wherever the hell he is on earth or in his mind, I don't know. Lock them in a room together, and somebody needs to tell him no. Okay? Somebody needs to put him in time out. He needs to be rehabilitated. He needs respite. He needs medicine. He needs rest. He needs someone who loves him enough to be honest. Now, some of you brothers, again, may think of us as being adversarial, but it is on our backs, our bosoms, our heads, and in our hearts that we've carried you for 400 years. When angry black auntie sits down to talk, she knows what the hell she's talking about. That's it.
Yo, I'm dead serious. Like, I don't mean who's listening to Kanye West as far as dealing with his music. I'm talking about who is listening to Kanye West as far as dealing with his intellect. It's obvious this man don't make no sense. It's obvious this man got problems. So when people say he's a genius, yeah, he's a genius when it comes to music, but he is stupid when it comes to like regular life problems. Like Kanye West hasn't said anything like intelligent ever since he said George Bush doesn't like black people. From that point on, he hasn't said anything intelligent. And look at his poor choice in women. He chose a whore to wife up. This broad is she is recording videos of her. Blowjobs and all. I can never wife up no whore. Never. He wiped the broad up and had babies by her. Man, this generation, yo, let me tell you something. Y'all crazy. You allowed this guy to be your spokesperson? This idiot that said Harriet Tubman didn't free black people? She just took black people and brought them up north to make them work for white people? Yo, overall, listen, let me tell you something. At the end of the day, why are you listening to these entertainers, period? Period. None of them have anything educated to say at all. But you all give them that. You all praise them as if they're intelligent. They're not intelligent. They're just not. They may master their craft. They may be great at what they do for as music-wise. LeBron may be able to slam that basketball inside that basketball goal. But I definitely wouldn't come to him for some guidance. It's just that plain and simple. This is not complicated. I just don't understand why y'all still listen to Kanye West. I don't understand why y'all are putting up with his BS. Period. I hate to say this because I'm sounding old schoolish, and I don't want to sound like that. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, but it's just the truth. Like I'm cut from a cloth. I'm cut from a different DNA strand. Where in the 90s, we would never listen to a dude that married a whore. Rule number one is to mind your own business. That's the first rule. The second rule is never turn a hoe into a housewife. So right off the rip, I'm not listening to you. You wifing up a whore that has swallowed so much semen to the point where she got so much semen in her stomach right now, she could donate all of that to the sperm bank. And the sperm bank could be like, wow, thank you. Yo, that boy she got tons of semen in her stomach and plastic. That boy married a whore, a Barbie doll whore. That's who he married. Yo, he hasn't been the same since his mom's died. Let's just be real. I'm gonna put it out there. Now, y'all may not want to say it. Y'all might say, Langston, that's foul. You should have never said that. But that's the truth. Ever since his mom died, he hasn't been the same. And just think about how his mother died. And then he turns around and marries a boy that's done the same thing, that's had those same surgeries. And if y'all don't know how his mother died, his mom's died from plastic surgery. Why are y'all listening to these entertainers? And then y'all are the same people that turn around and be like, he's part of the Illuminati. He's part of the Illuminati. He's part of the Illuminati. Why y'all listening to him then? If this goes out to the conspiracy theorists, right? If Kanye West sacrificed his mom, he performed a ritual with the Luciferians, why y'all still listening to this man? I just don't get it. I don't understand. And yes, I read. I don't want y'all to get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Because, nowadays, the videos that I make is kind of like basic. I don't talk about the Illuminati, the Rothschilds, and, Aleister Crowley and all of that stuff. I don't talk about that anymore. You know what I'm saying? But I know about it. I just don't feel like talking about it. So if he's a do-or-die-will person, and he's performing all of these rituals and having sex orgies and drinking children's blood and all of that stuff that you say that he's doing, why y'all still listening to this man? Why are you still listening to him? I just don't understand. I just don't get it. I stopped listening to Kanye West a long time ago. As far as what he had to say, his voice. This man put on a Make America Great Again hat. This man said he was God and then turned around and said, y'all should be worshiping Jesus. Kanye West is just as bad as Dr. Malachi York without the child molestation charges. He's crazy. Yo, I'm telling you, that's my word. Listen, let me tell you something. I bet you next week he'll be saying he's from another planet. He'll be like, that guy Dr. Malachi York, we're from the same planet. Because that's just how messed up in the head he is. And for those that listen to him, y'all are messed up too. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to stand my ground. I know I'm not in Florida, but I'm going to stand my ground. And standing my ground is this. If you married a whore, if you wifed up a whore, I don't have nothing to say to you, and I'm not trying to listen to anything you have to say. It's just that plain and simple. I'm going to keep it just like that. I ain't going to hold y'all. My name is, wow, I don't know what my name is. I'm going crazy too. Like Kanye West. My name is James Brown. I want y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share this video, yo. One. Kanye West.
TatumReport.com, TatumReport.com. The link is in the description section. My brand new website where you can get all of your news 100% verified, and it's 100% free to you. Go on and subscribe right now. Also, donate to the website so that we can keep it going, so we can build it out and do all the things that are necessary to change the country with good information that you can't get nowhere else. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live. Make sure you still subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment on this video, share this video. And remember, it's more than a website, it's a movement. Now let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Kanye West. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Like, I really don't like Kanye West that much. I never listened to his music. I think when he first came out, I did. But I can say I respect him being a free thinker. If I like anything about Kanye West, is that he's being himself. You cannot find that anywhere in America today that celebrities can just actually be themselves. As crazy as it may look, or as awkward as it may come out, he's at least being himself. Now, lately, he's been extra off, in my personal opinion. Not off on the rhetoric, but off on the way he's presented it. Do I have a problem with it? No, I don't. But I'm just expressing what I see and how I feel about what Kanye West is doing lately. Now, he attempted to run for president. No doggone well, he ain't finna get not enough votes to actually compete against President Trump as the president of the United States of America. If he'd have done this in 2024, maybe I still wouldn't have voted for him, but maybe he could have had a fighting chance at potentially garnishing enough leverage or momentum to even be considered a legitimate candidate. But now, it's no chance. And then he has his rally. He's up there crying and just sounding like he's off his medicine. Now, is he off his medicine? Maybe he is. But the reason why it makes me want to make this video is because although he is presenting a very unstable perspective, or as an unstable individual, what he's saying is true. What he's saying is 100% true. When he talked about the you-know-where, that you take the you-know-what, when he was talking about his kids and stuff, y'all know I can't say nothing because they be blocking me. But when he was talking about that subject matter, I thought he was 100% correct. You know, as a leader and an individual who is stable, you don't want to see him choking up and crying and needing assistance from people in the crowd and his team, and you don't want to see that because you don't look stable. But I do think what he said was legit. Him saving his child's life. I mean, I have my own personal story that's very similar to that. I'm not going to get into it in this video, but I have a personal story very similar to his, in which case I wasn't a part of not wanting the situation to go about. I was praying in the lobby, praying, and God came through. So I have my own story, so I can attest to the emotion that Kanye felt in that particular scenario, where he could feel emotional about advocating for the life of his child, you know, and I really think that was pretty cool of him to express that. And as a father, I can see his pain, and I think a lot of people can resonate when you get the emotional stuff out of the way. You can resonate with what he's doing. But my God, them texts, them tweets the other night. I don't know if y'all was watching them tweets, but he was tweeting after tweeting after tweeting after tweeting, talking about Kim, talking about Kim mama and them, talking about his baby, talking about posing for pictures, if you know what I'm saying, and tapes that come out that people don't want to be seen. Pretty much how the Kardashians became famous, if you know what I'm saying. He was talking about that. He was just exposing it. And I guess that, and I got this obviously from the Tatum Report. I was looking at it. You can look on the Tatum Report to get this specific article. But Kim wanted to fly a doctor out to the ranch to take him into custody. You know what I'm saying? See, he done told too much of their stuff. He up there tweeting, and they want him to go to the crazy house. You know what I'm saying? So, but he telling the truth, though. I mean, as off as you think he is, he telling the truth, though. And I saw a video earlier today. I think Dave Chappelle and a couple of his, I guess, closest friends and people that know him very well flew out to his ranch to be support systems for him. And I think that's a good thing, man. I really do, you know. I think he may need some help. I think he may need people rallying around him, you know. helping him out, giving him some confidence, giving him some man juice is what I call it. Me and my boy call it that. You know, we hanging out with our children and we building them up. We call them giving them man juice. You know, sometimes you need that energy. Sometimes you need that security from other men that you trust. You see, he didn't have no women there. He had men there because there's power in men coming together in solidarity and brotherhood. And I saw that Dave Chappelle posted it. So I think it's a good thing, man. I think that hopefully people come around him and they get him back on track. But I do think he needs some help, and I feel bad for him when I see him in public crying and having these displays of odd behavior. But what I will say to anybody watching this video, although don't turn him off because he's starting to act out a little bit. Keep him in your mind and listen to what he's saying and then break that down piece by piece. Because if you listen to what the dude's saying, he's spitting some facts and truth. You just got to filter through it to get it out there. So I'll say this at the end of this video and to sum it all up for everybody, is that I like what Kanye says. I don't like how he presents it. And hopefully he get enough help to where he can present his message in an articulable fashion that people can receive it. Now, you may be different than me. Maybe you receive every bit of it. You love him to death. But the back and forward, I like Candace. I don't like Candace. I support Trump. I don't support Trump. I'm out of politics. I'm running for president. I'm dropping out of the race. No, I'm not. I'm crying. My campaign is weird, but I don't care. I need help. Come to the ranch. Don't come to the ranch. I mean, those things are not conducive for a good political career. But I hope that he continue to keep telling the truth, and I hope that the people that care about it can rally and help him out. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section because I can talk about this for a couple more hours. Also, go and visit TaterReport.com, TaterReport.com, where you get all of your accurate news, 100% verified, and it's 100% free to you. Go on, support, subscribe, all of the above. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.
Wow, the majority is saying this. Kanye West don't need to run. He needs help. He's calling out for help. He's crying for help. And he needs the worst step of help he can get. Like I said, Kanye West needs help, and he needs it bad. Well, we hope he gets it, and it'll be too late, too little. I love what Nikki said about Kim Kardashian. The jig is up. So the jig is up for Kanye West. Could he withdraw himself out this presidential race and call it quits? Because he's making an embarrassment of himself, and he's being disgraced. He was a respected rapper, entrepreneur, businessman, activist, you name it. Like Nick said, he needs his aunt because his mama would scream him straight by now. All right, I've been your host, Kendrick Dix, for this viral special as we talk about Kanye West running for president in 2020. We'll see you next time for all new edition of Viral.